Alright guys, I don't even know if I'm going to post this. I just want to ramble about my own experiences with bud, and I've only been quitted off it for coming up to 2 days now, but genuinely it is so different with your life. Like, I can't even stress it, because you know how it's so cliche, everyone just says, oh, quitting bud will be the best thing you ever do. And it actually is true. Believe it or not, it actually is true. Like, for example, I was smoking like once a day. Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I was smoking every day, and with that, it came slowly that I didn't want to hang out with like my brother um, or with my friends. I just wanted to be alone, because obviously, when you're smoking, and you're just doing it alone on a sunny day outside. That's all you want to do with your life, because it's the pinnacle of your dopamine. So you don't want to do anything else. So that led to me just being more so antisocial. And people might watch this that know me. My brother might watch this. I don't know. I don't know if he even watches my videos. But, and this isn't even an insult. This is just how it can take over your mind if you let it. And I did let it. Like, consciously, I knew that this was taking over my life, and I didn't want to change anything about it. I didn't want to change anything about it, because why would you want to? Like, when in this situation I'm in right now, I'm on a gap year. I just came back from traveling, or 2 months ago now, and I've got maybe like 3 months, 4 months of just me twatting about now. I might move into my dad's business, because he's going to be retiring soon, and I want to get some progression in my life going. I'm getting progression from trading and content, and it's been a great experience, but I want to get into the routine of things with just life. I want to get back into real life, because I work on the weekends, right, at part-time at a supermarket, and during the week, obviously I dedicated them days so that I can trade every day, increase my progression. But obviously you're only on charts for like 1-2 hours, and then maybe if you review trades, whatever, 3 hours, let's just call it 3 hours. You're still you still have like 16 hours of your day. What are you going to do with that? And if you've got weed and you just want to do that every day, you will just do that. Do you get what I mean? Like, you will do that. So if you're in this situation where you just want to smoke weed every day, you need to remember, like, what is going on with your life outside of this. Because if you've got nothing else really going on, you're going to fall into that trap, and it is hard to get out of. I'm speaking of 2 days. I don't know how long I'm going to go for. I'm making this video really so that if I do relapse, then I can kind of just shame myself internally, because I'm talking about this like it's some great thing that I'm doing. And yeah, it's only 2 days, so there is a chance I'll relapse. But I'm gonna, for my best, to my best ability, I'm going to try and not relapse. You get what I mean? Yeah. And another thing I was doing when I was smoking weed every day, I just didn't enjoy the basic things anymore. Like, going on a walk, I would actually enjoy that when I was sober. I would enjoy that. Like, I didn't want to do it, but when I got out there, I did enjoy it. But now, I don't enjoy it as much, because if I'm smoking while I'm doing it, then removing that just instantly makes it pointless, because it's like, oh yeah, smoke, go on a nice walk. Yeah, that's nice. But when you don't have the weed, then it's not that nice. I mean, it's just a walk. And that depends who you are as a person. Like, do you enjoy that or not? And I think I would, but I need to get more clean first. Like, maybe like 2 months, I'll start enjoying it again. And then even with like, I play Football Manager, right? And I normally have like a podcast on, some music, whatever. I don't even enjoy that. Like, that doesn't stimulate me much. Like, I still enjoy it to an extent. Like, my enjoyment of things in life are quite low at the moment, like my dopamine, because I'm obviously off this now. I'm not really enjoying things as much, but comparatively to everything else, I enjoy FM the most. And I'm not even really enjoying that though. Like, I'm not. Like, I used to just be able to play it for like 5-6 hours straight, but now like, I can't. And maybe that's a good thing, because it's a video game. But if it's a video game that I can't pay attention to, imagine how I am with just real life things. Like, it gets hard. If you need, you know, when random miscellaneous things pop up, like, oh, I need to take my car for an MOT tomorrow, right? And for a servicing. But like, when you're smoking every day, you don't want to do them things. You just don't. Like, you think, what's the point? Like, why am I spending my money for these random things? So yeah, it kind of can cook your life in total. It can. Just be careful. That's what I'm saying. Because I think it is actually a good thing. I think weed is very good. But when you're not being responsible with it, then it's shit. Like, with the same with alcohol. Like, everyone drinks alcohol, right? But then only a certain set of people get addicted to it and then just drink every day, like, and become alcoholics. And like, there's such a distinct level there. Like, the person who's the alcoholic is so different to the person who's just drinking like on the weekend or whatever, or on like a special occasion. So people are seeing others getting addicted to weed and they think, oh, that look, it's so bad, like, it can ruin your life. Okay, well, alcohol can as well, right? It can. So I don't think it's a bad thing. And there are so many people who just have it as part of their part of their life, maybe daily life as well, and they're fine and they can function. But you need to be honest with yourself. Like, can you actually function of smoking every day? Because for me, right, I think I've got some like sort of autism or something, or ADHD, something. I feel like I genuinely feel like I've got something, and my attention was not great before. It's not even an attention span thing, because I never used to really have TikTok or Instagram like that until I started socials again. Now I'm scrolling again. Okay, yes, I am scrolling again, but I always struggled to pay attention in like class or whatever, and like, even right now I'm like jittery. You get what I mean? Like, this is how I am. So when you combine that with weed, that is going to bring out the worst in you. You need to be honest with who you are as a person, because everyone likes to say that they're the best, or like that. Oh no, I won't get addicted, or yeah, I'm disciplined. Like, I go to the gym and everything. Because I was disciplined before. I was disciplined, but then I wasn't as disciplined. I was going to the gym maybe 5 times a week before I went out to Asia. I went out to Asia in early January. I came back in mid-March. Before that, yeah, I was locked in. And I was still smoking a bit, but not much. It was nowhere near every day. It was maybe like once a week, once every 2 weeks. So again, you can function when you smoke it a little bit, just like alcohol. Who would have thought, right? Mind blown. So yeah, like, just be honest with yourself. Stop thinking you're unbeatable, because you're not, and anyone can become an addict to something. Anyone can. Because it's mad, right? Everyone views like addict. Let's say there's like some drug addicts on the street. You're just walking past them. You naturally kind of look down on them, and like, I'm not even saying it like I'm a dick of a person, but come on, everyone honestly thinks of homeless people as kind of like below them, right? Like, let's just be honest, because chances are they got kicked out of their house because they were just doing fuck all the time. They probably got in some debt. And yeah, they probably didn't have a great upbringing anyway. But the point is that once upon a time, they never tried any drugs, and they were just a normal person, right? Everyone starts off the same in life. Everyone starts off just as a baby, default settings, okay? But then they became an addict. So that's what you need to be careful of. And I've really, it's been a whole moment of realization for me these last like couple months, because everyone thinks they're unbeatable when it comes to that stuff, but you can, like, there's a world where you are a drug addict, okay? And you just need to make sure that you're not in that world right now, and you'll become the best person you can be, or at least close to that, okay? And I'm speaking like I'm lecturing everyone and like, oh, I know it all. I don't. As I said, I'm 2 days in. It's hard right now. It's hard. Like, I've had a great day today. So yesterday was the first day I was clean. This is the next day. So last night was my first sleep, right? And I got to bed like 3 a.m, but I still had a decent sleep. I didn't have to wake up for anything specific, so I woke up at like 10:30, which isn't great, but look, sleep schedule is not going to be great when I'm quitting weed. I know that, okay? But my point is, I woke up today, and although I didn't sleep that early, I still felt all right, because honestly, since I got back from Asia, 2 months, right? I think that was the first night where I didn't smoke weed and I didn't goon to get to sleep. Look, I know, look, people might watch this that know me. Fuck it. I don't give a shit if you're watching this and you're like, oh my god, he just said that. What do you think guys do? All right, what do you think guys do? And I'm just gonna be honest, because what's the point of not being honest? What's the point? So yeah, it was the first night I didn't have any like stimulants to like get me to sleep, because that does help me sleep gooning. So what can I gather from that? I can gather that that's an achievement, first off, and it's proved to me that I can sleep without these things. And I thought before that like, oh, I literally won't be able to. Like, I'll maybe sleep like an hour, but it's just super low quality, and I'll wake up at 6 a.m. and then I'm just fucked. But luckily I'm not at that level yet. Obviously I'm still relatively new to bud. Like, I started it maybe like 2 years ago, but then at that point I was literally just fucking, I was doing it like whenever people were around. Like, it was literally like once every like month, or even further than that, I don't even know. So that was healthy. But yeah, anyway, my point is that I woke up today and I felt great. Like, I just did all the stuff, had a shower and everything, then went to the gym, had a good session, did chest, triceps and shoulders, and then had a smoothie. I'm back home now. I've only eaten 200 calories today. Like, I'm on a cut right now, and that's another thing with weed. If you want to cut, or if you want to be lean, it's going to be hard. And you see all the fucking smokers who like are lean, and you're like, oh no, but that's fine, isn't it? That's only because they can't eat without weed, and that's kind of how I am. I can't, like, it's hard. Like, you know when like, let's say your nan's died, right, and you loved her, but then mum's just made you dinner 30 minutes later. You are not going to be hungry for that. That's how I feel with food right now. Like, I'm hungry, but I don't really have an appetite. So that's another main key reason why I wanted to quit, because it's tough. It eats into the gym and everything, like with my diet and health. I want to be lean for the summer. That's going to be very, very hard if I smoke weed every day still. So yeah, I'm on 200 calories right now, and it's 3:21 p.m. Is that bad? Probably, because I should have eaten more, but I'm going to eat some porridge, some oat slop, whatever you call it. I'm going to make it myself. Going to be nutritious, going to be good. Yeah, I think that's what I wanted to talk about. My point is that the second day I'm clean, I've already had an amazing start to the day, right? And there are going to be days where it's going to be shit, I can imagine, and I'm kind of dreading that, because there's going to be days where I'm just like sitting at home and I'm like, fuck, like, what do I actually do? And I'm hungry, but I can't eat, and I can't sleep, so I'm sleep deprived. But look, this is the journey. And I want to be a sober person. I want to just be able to go a month without smoking. Then when everyone's around, we just smoke, and it feels so good, because like, obviously my tolerance is so high right now. Weed isn't hitting as much. So when I'm around with my mates, I'm all locked in. Then I'm like, finally, I can just indulge a bit with my mates, and it'll be a great time. So it's literally a win-win. Like, I'm literally enjoying more with my mates. The bud is better, and I'm a better person. I'm more locked in. So you can balance it. You can balance weed, but your stats will decline. Like, you'll go from level 100 to level 25, maybe 26, something like that. You gotta make sure of that. But yeah, stats are up right now. Attributes are rising. This is the breakthrough season for me. I just gotta make sure I don't relapse, and if I do, just make sure I don't do it again and again and again. Because if I relapse, like, and I do it like once a week, well, once this week, then that's not actually that bad. It's just the fact of if I keep doing it. Because if I do it once a week for the next year, I'm so happy with myself for that. But then obviously you can go 20 days without doing it, and then if you do it 5 times, the 5 next days, then you've done it 5 times out of 25 days, which is still all right. But do you get what I mean? It ruins the whole progress. So I need to view it like, I can't even speak right now. I need to view it like, you get what I mean. You get what I mean. My brain can't even function. That's another thing with weed. Fucking hell, like weed, it changes everything. Like you get more brain fog. Like you can't even speak properly. So yeah. I actually did take some psychedelics yesterday because I had it recently and it was quite euphoric. And obviously with psychedelics, statistically, you can't get addicted to it. Well, you can, but it's super, super unlikely. I think in the UK, the stats for it is like 0.8% get addicted to it. Whereas in comparison, cannabis is like 35%. I think coke's like 50 something percent. So you can't really get addicted to it. And like, I know that I can't get addicted to it from the experiences I had with it, and I'll tell you now. Yesterday, it was a very low point for me. It was very, very low. Because I took it thinking like, this is going to be a brain reset. Like, I'm going to feel good from this. Because it is a medicine. Like, genuinely, people who haven't taken it, they're going to think you're weird and hippie for saying it. But it is a medicine. It is. What was I going to say? Yeah, so psychedelics, I took that, only a little bit, only a gram, just outside on a sunny day. And it wasn't a good experience. This is the first bad experiences I had with psychedelics. It was shrooms. Because, do you know why? Psychedelics, it really makes you think about yourself a lot. And if there's any wrongdoings you're doing in your life, psychedelics is literally going to put that thought in your mind and make it the biggest thought in your mind, and it feels like your head's going to explode because you're like, fuck, what am I actually doing with my life? Like, I was literally like, not having a mental breakdown, but I was like, fuck, like, what am I doing? And when you're on psychedelics, you can't think as straight because, like, yeah. So I was just like, I was stressing a lot, and that was quite low for me. But then once it wore off, I went to the gym. I felt better about everything, and that is the main reason why I wanted to quit. That's the main driver for it, I should say, actually, because that is putting feelings inside of me, that I need to quit weed. I need to. It's been 14 minutes on this part. I think the other part was like 3 minutes. So this has been quite a long video. If you've watched to the end, genuinely, you are a real one, because I know some people are going to click off. This probably has only got like 8 views. So if you watched the end, genuinely, appreciate it. Appreciate you hearing my story. And hopefully, if you are going through any trouble with weed or anything, you can get through it. I'll stay updated on this channel, because why not? But yeah, it's positive right now. We're getting through it. All right, see you later.